Now these are my data. Here print data is equal. My data set name is AB, then run it. When I submitting this one, we can see it in my output window. You can see the totally 7 observations are there. We have printed. Now I want to Now today we'll discuss the proc transpose procedure. What is the purpose of transpose? By using proc transpose procedure, we can convert the variables into observations. Variables are there. We can convert the variables into observations here. Totally how many variables are there? Okay. So here 3 variables are there. But how many numeric variables are there totally? 1, 2, 3. Totally 3. Only numeric variable is a 1. Remaining 2 are character variable. By default, we can convert the numeric variables into observation. Now population is a variable, but we can convert into rows. Then how many rows are there totally? You can see 7 rows are there. Then by default, now I will show you. I will write a syntax first. Proc transpose data is equal dataset name, out is equal new dataset name, options. Okay, var variables list, whatever variables if you want. Next one is a by. By is a grouping variables only. Next one is a id. By using id we can create the transpose variables. Okay, totally this is a syntax for transpose variable. That's only. This is a syntax here. Proc transpose syntax. Now I will be used this syntax in code. Proc transpose data is equal proc transpose data is equal to AB. Out is equal to AB underscore trans. That's only AB underscore trans. Now here we have to use without using anything. I did not use any statement here. Proc print data is equal AB underscore trans. Then print. So this is my code here. Here I did not use I have not specified var statement, by statement and id statement. Just a simple I am totally how many columns we are displaying in 7 columns. Why 7 columns means how many rows are there? 7 rows. By default we can display the 7 columns. In my data set 10 rows. Then we can display the 10 columns only. Column 1, column 2. By default the column names are column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4 like that only. So when I submitted, you can see here underscore name underscore okay. I will explain now. You can see the column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4 up to column 7. Under name underscore you can see the population. Then how many columns are there? 2 columns only. I mean only 1 column, that is a population column. Okay, I will give one more example just made. So data, my dataset name is AB. Okay, name not AB. My dataset name is AP. Here input. Student name is there. Student. Okay, student and SID. SID is a one more variable. Next one is here MPC. Totally 3 subject marks are there. 3 subject. Here SID also character variable I am using. First one is Naresh. you can see the SID is a 101. That is a character variable. 88, 77. Next one is a Suresh. So 102. Next one is a APA 66, 55. Next one is a Mahesh 103, 77, 55, 44. Ramesh, okay. Now here 104. Last one, okay. So 105. You can see here different types of subject marks are there. In this data set, how many numeric variables are there here totally?
Yeah.
3. So by default, we can convert the variables into observations, numeric or character here.
Numeric only.
Numeric only, numeric. So then how many columns we can see it in my output window, anybody? I mean, we can convert the
5, sir.
5. Totally 5 rows are there. Now just let me know, underscore name underscore, what are the column names we can display it here? Anybody? Underscore name underscore. We can see
MPC.
M. First one is a, second one is a, third one is a C. So here, as usual, column 1. Totally how many columns now? 5 columns.
5.
Because 5 rows are there. So that's the reason 5 columns. So 5 columns. So now you can write it, your columns. First one is a 99, 87. I mean, no, 99. Next one is a 88. Next one is a 77. Like that. See this here. When I submitting this one, okay, we can see here. MPC, M marks is 99, 88, 77. You can see the 99, 88, 77, 66, 99 only. We can see like that only. Totally here, this is a row wise. You can see here. So by default, we have converted variables into observations. By default, which variables we are converting into rows here? Which variables we are converting?
Numeric.
Numeric variables. So I want to convert the character variables. Then how can we do that? That purpose we have to use var. Var is a one statement. By using var statement, we can convert the character variables into observation. Okay. Now I am submitting again. I have pasted here. Sorry, I have pasted same code. I have pasted here. Var is a my variable. Under var statement, I am going to use first one is a pet owner. Second one is a pet only. Okay, pet owner I am using, pet also I am using. Then how many variables we can display it underscore name underscore? How many columns we can display it here? Anybody? Here
7 columns, 2 rows.
7 columns. Yeah, 7 columns only, and 2 rows. 2 rows means one is a John.
Pet name.
Pet name, pet owner. Okay, so now I am submitting this one. Pet owner and pet we can display it underscore name underscore only. You can see underscore name underscore. You can see the pet owner and pet is there. As usual, we can see the 7 columns are there. John repeated 3 times, Smith repeated 4 times, and you can see the so on and so. Okay, as of now, anybody, any doubt here, please let me know. What about this here? If I am submitting this one, prop transpose data, I want to use the character variables in this data set. One is a student, other one is a SID. Then how many columns we can convert into rows? How many variables, I mean how many columns names we can see?
Column names too. Sorry, 5, sir. Column 1, column 2, column 5. And names are the student ID.
Row wise, you can see the only 2 rows only. One is a student, other one is a SID. And column wise, you can see the how many columns here? Totally 5 rows are there.
5.
Then we can see the 5 columns only. Okay, you can see here underscore name underscore for column 1 to column 5 underscore name underscore. You can see the 2 rows. One is a student, other one is a ID. This is. So as of now, anybody, any doubt, just let me know. Clear means I will go for next one. So here, if I am submitting this one, by default, we have converted numeric variables into observation. By default, column names are column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, like that. Now here 3 separate options are there. What are the options we can use along with the prop transpose procedure? First one is a prefix, is a my option. Next one is a suffix, is a one more option. Next one is a name. Prefix, suffix, name. Totally 3 options are available. What is the purpose of prefix? Prefix is equal to Okay, here I am using directly prefix. Prefix is equal to I am giving pet. If I you can write it your anything. So what is the purpose of pet means here one is a constant number, two is a constant number, three is a constant number. So one prefix with the whatever value we have given that value. For example, if I am giving prefix is equal to pet, now you can see the pet 1, pet 2, pet 3, pet 4 like that only. Now if I am submitting this one, we can see it here. Now what are the values? You can see here pet 1, pet 2, pet 3, pet 4, pet 5, pet 6 like that. That is a prefix option. You can use anything only. Prefix is equal to even you can use your name also. Your name and the number. Okay, that is a prefix only. Next one is a suffix. So what is the purpose of suffix? If I am using suffix owner, then finally what are the column names? We can see it here. Anybody guess it?
Pet 1 owner.
Pet 1 owner, pet 2
Pet
owner,
2 owner.
pet 3 owner, like that only. You can see here pet 1 owner, pet 2 owner, pet 3 owner, pet 4, like that we display it. So as of now, any here this is, now you can see here one more is there, underscore name underscore. What is mean by underscore name underscore? Underscore name underscore is a default column name when we execute a proc transpose procedure. Underscore name underscore in the below, we can see the what are the variables converted into rows. That information we can see it underscore name underscore below in that column only. Okay, so if I am submitting underscore name underscore is a one default column here. Underscore name underscore column it represent what are the column names converted into rows. We can see those information, that information we can see under this underscore name underscore column. I want to change. If you want to change, the default is underscore name underscore, but here I am using name is equal to transpose underscore variables only. If now what is my column name? Transpose variables. Now if I am submitting this one, you can see here now transpose variables are only one variable, that is a population. By default you can see the underscore name underscore here. Underscore name underscore it represent the total number of columns, whatever columns are available under that column only. I mean what columns we have converted into rows, that information we can see it under underscore name underscore. If you want to rename, then we have to use name is equal to, we can see it. Otherwise you can see name is equal to variables also. Variables means, for example, if I am using variables, now you can see here if I am submitting, okay, you can see here variables only. What are the variables? Population is actually one variable. We have converted that into rows only. But here variables we are displaying, actual name is underscore name underscore, but I use the name is equal to variables, I used it. So this is prefix, suffix and the name. These are the three separate options here. Sometimes these options are useful, but 90% not useful clinical side also, these three options, but if useful you can add it. Next one is okay. So now again here see this John how many times repeated here? Totally 3 times repeated. Smith how many times repeated? 4 times repeated. Okay, now here I want to create the row. So each and every pet owner wise, I want to create the one row only, just the one row. I want to create the totally how many rows we can display it now? Anybody just guess it? Let me know. John wise one row, Smith wise one row. But what about column names only? See this here. Now we can see the pet owner. Pet. Now we are changing the report structure. Pet owner. How many members are there? First one is a John. Second one is a Smith. By default, we can convert the which variables into rows? Anybody? Numeric or character?
Numeric, sir.
So here second column we can see the underscore name underscore. Under this, you can see the which row, which one here? Population.
Population.
Here also we can see the population only. Population we can display the 2 times now because one is for John wise, other one is for Smith wise. Then anybody please guess it and let me know how many columns we can display it in my output window. By default we can convert the variables into observation, that is a numeric variable only. Then here how many columns we can display it. I mean column 1, column 2, how many?
3.
3 or 4?
3 for John, 4 for Smith.
Highest Smith, concentrate on your pet owner. Which owner has more records?
Smith.
or John?
Smith having 4, sir.
4. Then we can create the 4 columns only. One is a column 1, second one is a column 2, third one is a column 3, third one is a column 3, fourth one is a column 4. So now what about John wise? Concentrate on John wise. What is the column 1 value? John wise. Total the population 2. What about column 1? 1. Next one also 2, right? Column
2, sir.
2. What about column 4? There is no column 4 for John record, right?
Yes, sir. Dot.
Then we can display the dot because numeric missing will represent as a dot. Next one is a 1 1 1 1
4 ones.
1 1. This is our report only. So here we are displaying the only 4 here. First we have printed 7 columns only, but we are printing only 4 columns only because I am using our next statement is a by. What is the purpose of by? By is nothing but grouping. So here concentrate on pet owner multiple times repeated only. But I want to, when we use the by statement, that is for grouping variable. Here grouping variable is nothing but, okay. So is there any column values are repeated multiple times? I want to display unique row wise that column value. Pet owner repeated multiple times. I want to display the pet owner row wise only. I mean pet owner as a column wise only, but I want to display the unique row. I don't want to display the John multiple times. I don't want to display the Smith also multiple times. Then directly we can use the by. Our variable is pet owner. Now I am going to use the by statement, but prerequisite is when we use the by statement, we have to use which one? Anybody? Sorting is required. Don't forget that one. But in this scenario, sorting is not required because already I have used the sorted data set only for pet owner. Here I am using the pet owner. Now I am submitting this by statement. Here I have not used the where statement only. If I am not used the where statement, if we not specify the where statement, what are the variables we can convert into rows here? Numeric or character? If numeric only. So numeric, how many variables are there? Only one column, that is a population. Now I am submitting this one. Which one? Transpose procedure. When I submitted, so see this pet owner John wise and Smith wise only one row. Underscore name underscore, that is a default column. Underscore name underscore below, we can see the what are the variables we have converted into rows. That information we can display it underscore name underscore that column. Next one is a totally we are displaying the 4 column, but John wise we have only 3 rows are there. Fourth one is you can see the null. There is no value. Population wise as it is we can see it. Now this is our. I will go for second one. Now if I am using by variable is a student only. Student. Then anybody please guess it and let me know how many rows, how many columns we can see it now. So I need output here. Anybody tell me. I am using by is a student. Sorting is required or not? Required. Because concentrate on Naresh, Suresh, Mahesh, not sorted. So first sorting is required. What is our data set name? Prog sort. Data is equal to out is equal to AP1 by which variable?
Student.
Student only. What is our out data set name? What is my data set?
AP1.
AP1. Please use AP1 data set in your transpose procedure now. So by student only. Then let me know how many by. I use the by. Alphabetic wise, which one is the first column? I mean Naresh, Suresh, Mahesh, Ramesh, Krish. Krish. Okay. So now here I am using wait. What is our column name? Student only. First one is a Krish. A is a first one. Next one is a you can see the what are the values here? M Mahesh.
Yeah.
Okay, Mahesh only. Next one is a M N. Naresh. Okay. Next one is a Suresh. Okay. Next one is a last one is a Ramesh only. So we can display like this. Now, next one is a here underscore. Name. How many columns we can converted into rows? Here, anybody?
Please, sir. MPC.
What are those? MPC. Okay, MPC. So my bad. So here insert rows only. Okay. Now 3 columns. First one is a M. Second one is a N. Third one is a C. Then how many rows we can display it now? Anybody? I mean, how many column names we can display? As
Five
well,
columns.
because there is no value repeated here, correct? All are unique, right?
Yes, sir.
So that's the reason we can see the column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, column 5. Now we can add it. What is the column 1 value, column 2, column 3? As usual, you can add it. 99, 88. First one is a 99. Second one is a 88. Next one is a 77. Next one is a 66. Again 99 only. Correct? Yes or no? So this is a 66. Again 99. What about P value here? Go for P. First one is a 88. Like this. 66 only. This is our output. Now I am submitting this one. When I am submitting this one, you can see here. Okay. Why column 1 only we have entered?
అక్కడ అన్ని కాలమ్స్ ఫిల్ చేయలేదు కదండి సార్.
ఇక్కడ ఉంది by student EP1 EP trans go to this wait MPC 3 column zeros MPC M is a 99 P is a 88 C is a 77.
Sir, this is the correct out, I think, sir.
Yes, wait. Yeah, this is the correct one. 99, 88, 77 only. Wait. This is not correct. Not this one. Only column 1 only. Column 1 is nothing but which one? Column 1. 99. M. Krish. Mahesh. Naresh. So here, student repeated 3 times, Mahesh repeated 4 times, my Ramesh. So here again we are repeating the values only. This example is not correct actually. So we'll go for first one only. I will explain second one later. Okay. So by student, I will go for next example. Just wait. I will go for SAS example, then I will explain. So here, now this is a pet owner. This is a pet owner. Column 1, column 2, column 3. Now these are the column names only. Instead of the column names, I need pet names only. Pet names are what is this population count? Whether this is a dog or rabbit or parrot or what I want to display the instead of the column 1, column 2, I want to display the which one? Pet name details only. That purpose we have to use one more statement is there, that is a ID. Here I am using ID. My ID variable is a, what is my ID variable here? Pet. When I am submitting this one, we can see it in my output window, rabbit, dot, parrot, ABC. Now I don't want this underscore name underscore. Directly we can drop the which column underscore name underscore only. If you don't want, then when I am submitting again, you can see here this is our output only. That is a pet owner John Smith, a rabbit, dog, parrot, and ABC. We have print. This is actually my data set. This is my data set only. But finally, I have created this report only. Here, this is my report only. John, you can see the one time. Smith also, you can see the one time only. Now, I am changing my report. Anybody please create this report now. So, here, first one is what is our pet. I want to display the pet details only. For example, a rabbit is there. Rabbit is the first one. Next one is a dog. Next one is a something. Parrot. Next one is a ABC, like that only. ABC. So here I want to display the John is my name. Okay. First one is a John name. Second one is a Smith only. Now I want to display the population here. So what is the population? 2, 1 only. Again 1 and 2 only. Again 2 and 3, like this only. Okay. I want to create this report here. Then how to create this report? By using our data. Anybody here? What is our by statement? What is our ID statement? Anybody? So here I use the pet only. But I don't want pet only. I need pet only. But here you can see the pet owner we are printing. Column wise we are displaying the pet details. But I need reverse order. Okay, so this rabbit, dog, parrot, ABC, I want to display the row wise. Pet owner, John and Smith, I want to display the column wise only. Anybody? Here, what is the by statement? What is the by variable and ID variable?
By variable is pet.
By variable is a pet only. Next,
Pet only. And ID is a pet name, pet owner.
Pet owner. But here compulsory sorting is required only. Let's try. If I am submitting this one, go to log window. So see this AB is not sorted ascending sequence. Compulsory we have to use. Which one is required? Sorting is required only. Okay, proc sort. Again, proc sort data is equal. My data set name is AB. Out is equal to AB1. Then by here we have to use pet only. Then run it. So here this is a AB1. Now I am submitting this one. When I submitting this one, we can see it in my output window.
Or AB1.
AB1 only I used
Prop
it.
print. Prop print.
No. Prop
Oh,
print is
okay.
once only. Correct, na? Okay. So now you can see here pet ABC, the parrot, rabbit, Smith only one, but you can see the first one is a John doesn't have the ABC, but he has he have dog and parrot and rabbit population count only. This report, same report we have created. See this report and this report both are same only. Yes, then.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so by using proc transpose procedure, we can restructure this as data set only. Restructures means we can convert the variables into observation, like that only. Now I will go for SAS example. Now one more example. See this is a help only. You can see the one book also. Just click on this one. Okay, now I am opening the I have opened the SAS help. Go to use products. Here SAS procedures are there. If you want, you can go for other folders. I am directly SAS procedures. Here now my procedure is called transpose only. So I will go for T alphabetic. So here transpose procedure is there. Now click on transpose. This is our transpose. Directly I am going to example only. So performing simple transition. This is my data set here. So I'm using this data set now. Okay, and let's try this one. So instead of my example, okay, directly because correct data set is required for this prop transpose. So here, when I am submitting this one, everybody aware of this one, right? +1, which indicates the what is the purpose of +1 here? Here, Anybody? Plus one. We discussed, right? This one? No? Yes. So, column and input method. With this plus one, it represents the number of spaces counted. This discussed or not in our previous?
Yes, sir. Discussed.
They use the dollar minder and plus one. Next one is this is a student ID. Next one is a section 1 to 1 to test 1, test 2, final only. Here, how many numeric columns are there totally? How many numeric columns? 3, right? That is a test 1, test 2,
Final.
final. By default, we can convert the test 1, test 2
To final.
final. So then what about column names? How many column names we can display it in my output window totally?
1, 2, 3, 7.
7 columns only. Okay. So now you can see product transpose data score. Here everybody aware of the no OBS, right?
Yes,
I
sir.
don't want. Okay. Everybody aware of the title also, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I have submitted. Now you can see name underscore. You can see the test 1, test 2, final only. You can see the column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, column 5, like that only. Here clear or this is any doubt here? This is already we discussed. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next one is I will go for second naming transpose variable. Now here same example. Now you can see here I am removing prefix and suffix here. This is not required for us. Okay, not required also. Now what is the purpose of this? Anybody? Just let me know here. Directly we are using which one? ID? ID, which ID? Student ID. What is the purpose of ID here? ID is equal to student ID. They use it. Instead of the column 1, column 2, column 3, we can display it to which column values now?
Student ID columns.
So by default, we are displaying the column 1, column 2, column 3, right? I don't want column 1, column 2, column 3. Now in the above example, I use the ID pet only. When we use the ID pet, we have displayed the rabbit, dog, parrot, like that only. Yes or no? As a column names.
Yes, sir.
So here also they use the ID student ID only. Now what are the student ID values here? Anybody?
4 digit 0545.
Yeah, this is a number, right? Number, right? Okay. We cannot see the number as a column name actually. It is not possible also. When we use the ID and student ID, actually this is a character variable, okay, but this is a number. So while printing, while using this variable in our ID statement, in my output window, you can see the underscore 045, underscore 1252, underscore 1161. So each and every number prefix with the underscore only. Here, if I am submitting this one, now you can see here. Now you can see underscore 045, underscore 1252, underscore. These are the student ID values. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I don't want the student ID. I want to everybody aware of the label also, right? Label. So by using label is a global statement, we can use either proc step or data step also. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So now here I am using student also. Student. Now here I am using one more statement is there. I forgot to tell you. ID label. ID label is equal to, what is my label?
Student.
So which means when our 045, we can apply the directly what is my label here? ID label is the capital A. 1252, instead of the 1252, we can display the labels. So like that only, ID label. When we use the, here ID is there, ID is a student ID. But each and every ID wise, I want to apply the label. But which label if you want, I need whatever student name is there, I want to add that name as a label only. Okay, then we have to use ID label. But when we use the label, if you want to see the same label in your proc step, Then in my proc step also, we have to use again one more time label option is required. This is already we have discussed in our earlier classes. Now you can see we are displaying the ID, student ID or student name here. Student name only, because I use the ID label. First I use the ID, next I use the ID label only, like that, ID label. Okay, so now you can see we have, this is our report only. We have converted our variables into rows. Variables are actually test 1, test 2, test 3, but we have converted into rows only, and we have printed, okay, row names as a column names. Actually these are the row names, capillary, dubos, eagles, row names, but we have printed as a column wise only. That purpose will be used the proc transpose procedure. If you want, you can execute other examples also, whatever it is there. That is next page 3. This is also same thing. See this here, they also use the ID already over. Next one they use the ID label only. ID label is equal to student, like that they used it. So one by one everything. So this is our proc transpose procedure. By using proc transpose procedure, main thing is we can convert the variables into rows. That purpose will be used the proc transpose. Especially Excel sheet pivot tables, one concept is there, similar like that only. But this is whatever columns are there, we have converted into rows, and we can do some other activities also by using transpose. Transpose main purpose is we can do the restructure of this as data set. Restructure. Okay, that purpose will be used for transpose procedure. So this is our today's procedure. Yeah. One more is a pending item. Tomorrow I will complete proc compare. Once I completed my proc compare procedure, only 2 procedures are pending in entire basis. One is a proc report, other one is a proc tablet. That's only. Then basis, under basis we have some other products also there. I will take another 5 classes. One is for graph, one is for ODS, one is for statistics. That's only. Okay, these 3 products if I completed, then our basis is over. Okay, so everybody is willing to attend Saturday, Sunday classes here this week. Everybody is okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if everybody is okay, I am going to take Saturday, Sunday classes also. Only 2 weeks. Otherwise, as usual, we'll meet on weekdays.
Time, sir.
Timing is morning time, not evening time. Only morning time only. Morning, your wish, even 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, before 11. Any time is I am okay. No problem. So think it and let me know. Not today, tomorrow. At least on Friday. Just let me know. If you are okay on Saturday, Sunday, I will complete entire 1 product only. Then we can save at least 3 to 4 classes. Because Saturday, Sunday, I will take minimum 1.5 hour, 2 hours class. Saturday 2 on Sunday 2 means entire 1 week classes we can complete in 2 days only. So that's the reason I am saying. Got it my point here?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, think it and let me know. No hurries. If you are okay, okay. Otherwise, we'll go for 1 more weekend extra. If you don't have any concern, then I don't have any. Okay, if anybody need a bit urgent, so I'm ready to take a weekend also. No issues. Okay, yeah. So this is our today. I'll go for practice and let me know tomorrow any doubts here.
Sir, one doubt here, sir. So here
Yes,
you
please.
mentioned this ID, student ID, and ID label student, right? So like what is actually happening, sir? Like first student ID will be displayed and then it is sequencing with student name, or what is actually happening?
Yes, yes. You means this ID label purpose.
Yes.
You are saying? Yeah. ID label is for if I'm so you can see the ID student. I use the under ID statement student ID as a column. Student ID values are 045, 1252, 1167 like that. By default, when we use these variable, ID in our ID statement, each and every number prefix with the underscore 045 underscore 1252. We can use that. If I I am submitting this one. You can see here. Yes, see this 0451252. But as per my requirement, I don't want the student ID. Instead of the student ID, I need which one? Yeah, I need student names only. Student names. Then we can use here ID. Already I used it. ID I used it. So each and every student ID wise, I want to assign the corresponding name only. Whatever name is there, 045 name is a capital A3. I want to assign the same name as a label. So that purpose we have to use ID label. When we use the ID label, for example, 1230. 1230 is my ID. Corresponding 1230 student name is a grant. They can use this grant as a column name. I mean, we can use as a label. If I uncomment, you can use as a ID label as a student. Now please submit. We can see like this song. Directly you can use ID student. Then what will happen? Whether it work or not. So I don't want to use ID student. Now I am using ID as a student only. Whether it works or not, anyway.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Okay, so here I am not using student ID, directly ID student only. So now by default, numeric variables into observation. Here numeric variables are test 1, test 2, final. By default, we can see the 7 columns only because 7 rows are there. Column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4. But instead of the column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, I want to display the student names only. Student names as a column name. Then student name, instead of the column 1, I want to display the capital A3. Instead of the column 2, I want to display the 2 rows. Then how can we? Now here I use the directly ID. By using ID statement, we can create the transpose variable. Transpose variable. How many variables we can use in single ID statement? Anybody? Think it and let me know how many variables we can use in single ID statement here in transpose procedure. One or more than one?
Only one.
See this here, directly we have printed or not? See this here. Yes or no? I mean, here we are printing which directly student names only. I did not use the which one here? Student ID. I use the which one? Directly student only. Okay, so no need, depends on your requirement only. If you want, you can use it ID label. Otherwise, ID label is not mandatory. Directly you can use the column name only. Okay, this is go for practice. If you while practicing, you can get more ideas here. If anybody any doubts, you can ask in the WhatsApp. So this is our procedure. Yeah. Still any doubt, ask me. Clear means we'll go for tomorrow next procedure.
Sir, if we have some time tomorrow or later, like, will you be able to explain this once again, sir? Like, it is little confusing, sir.
So then wait. That is a go for. I will avoid the confusion. Now here data AP input. Okay, customer is there, customer, and account is there, and the loan is there. Loan. Okay, so cards. Customer is a, you can write it any customer here. ABC is my customer. Naresh, I will go for Naresh. So the account is a, and loan is a 12,000. Again, Naresh only. This is a debit, 15,000. Okay, again Naresh only. Debit, credit. Again 18,000. Okay, now this is a Suresh. Again CV 15,000. Okay, again Suresh debit 18,000. Okay. Only two I am using here. Now here I will go for product transpose and data is equal to AP. Out is equal to AP underscore class. Run it. Copying data is import. My data set name is here. Now let me know how many variables we can convert into rows here.
Only one.
Which one?
Loan.
Low. How many columns we can see it in my output window totally?
7 columns.
Only. Okay. Now instead of the column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, I want to display the. So here, saving repeated in this scenario. Okay. I want to display the save. I want to display the debit. I want to display the credit like this only. Directly don't use ID statement here. If I am using ID, if I am using account, whether it works or not, let me know. Saving how many times are there? 2 times. Debit also 2 times. Credit also 2 times only. If I am submitting this one, go for this. ID value saving occurs how many times here?
Twice.
Right. Sometimes thrice, sometimes 10 times also. So first we have to convert this into unique row wise only. Account wise unique row. So that purpose, Naresh, how many times are there totally? Here, Naresh, 3 times. Suresh, how many times are there? 4 times. Now, I want to create a unique row only. That purpose, which statement is required? ID or by or which statement is I used it? Grouping way. Grouping.
By variable.
By statement only. By statement. Here, what is the my by variable?
Customer.
Customer. When we use the by customer one, then how many rows we can display here total? Naresh wise 1 row, Suresh wise 1 row. By default, which column we can convert into rows? Loan only, numeric. What about columns? How many columns we can display now?
7
Total. Sorry, how many columns?
7 columns.
7. Why 7 columns? Naresh, wait. Here I use the by. This is a customer only. Customer. First one is a Naresh is there. Second one is a Suresh is there. So by default underscore name underscore under this we can see the numeric variable only, that is a load and a load. Then here how many columns we can display it now? Naresh wise how many rows are there? Suresh wise how many rows are there totally? Suresh wise 4 rows are there. Naresh wise
3 rows.
Then highest Suresh, right? So we can display the
4
4
columns.
rows, right? That's the reason we can display the 4 columns only. Is there any column is not available for any customer? We can display as a dot. Okay, so here 1, 2, 3 dot only. So here also 2, 3, 4, 15 dot only. So if I am submitting it, we can see it here. Now you can see Naresh, Suresh, column, column 2, column. Now instead of the column 1, column 3, column 4, I want to display my account names only. My account means instead of the column 1, I want to display the saving. Instead of the column 2, I want to display the debit like that. Then what is our ID column here? What is my ID variable?
Account.
So here, if I am using ID account, so here what are the account values here? First one is a saving, debit, credit, and home is there. So instead of the column 1, column 2, column 3, we can display as a saving, debit, credit only. Because whatever column name we have mentioned in the ID statement, those rows we can display as a column names only. Here account rows we can display as a column names. Now you can see saving, debit, credit, home only. I don't want this, you can drop it. So this is our report only. Here if you want the label also, then here wait, ID, one more column is there, one more value is there, account ID is there, account ID. For example, saving account ID is a 1 only, debit account ID is a 2 only, Credit account ID is a 3 only. Again, saving account ID is a 1. Debit account ID is a 2. Credit account ID is a 3. 4. Now this is a character variable. If I am submitting this one, wait. This is my report only. Instead of the saving, debit, credit, home, I want to display the 1, 2, 3, 4 only. Then how can we do that? Anybody here? Instead of the saving, debit, instead of the saving, I want to display the underscore 1. Instead of the debit, if I am using account ID, what will happen? If I am using, now I use the account ID only under ID statement.
Saving replace with 1 like that.
Replacing with the 1, 2, 3, I mean underscore 1, underscore 2, underscore 3 like that.
Yes, sir.
Now you can see underscore 1, underscore 2, underscore 3, underscore 4, because I use the ID column as account ID. This is a account ID. But here 1, 2, 3, okay, whatever values are there, account ID values, we have printed as a column wise only. But I want to apply the label. Wherever 1 is there, I want to assign the label as a saving. Wherever I want to apply the label credit, next one is a debit, next one is a home, like that only. Already you can see account ID is when my account ID is equal to 1. We have separate column is their account. When my account ID is equal to 1, account name is a saving. 2, account name is a debit. 3, account name is a credit. So directly we can use ID label is equal. What is our column name here? Here account ID corresponding account. So we can apply the account. If I am submitting this one, now you can see instead of the my label is required here. So this is the ID label. Here also label is required. Label is a mandatory in proc step. Now if I submit it, you can see here. Now this is our saving, debit, credit, home we are printing. So just go for practice. While practicing, if you have any doubts, I am ready to explain tomorrow. No issue. Okay, just take it. Because examples character data is required only. That's only. Yes.
So can you go to output windows?
Output, yeah.
Here, name of former variable is mentioned, sir.
So this is a name of former variable is nothing but underscore name underscore. That is a full label. We are printing label, right? If I am removing this one, now you can see here, we can see as a underscore name underscore only. Underscore name underscore is a column name. That column name label is name of former variable. If I am using label, we can display the labels. Now I am submitting this one. When I submit it, you can see the name of former variable is nothing but underscore name underscore is a column name. That column name label is name of farmer, because this is a default variable. This is a default column. We have not created this column. Underscore name underscore by default we can display it when we use the proc transpose procedure. Underscore name underscore default label is name of formal variable. If you don't want this, then actually that is not required also. Directly we can use dot is equal to underscore name underscore. Now we cannot see the name of farmer variable in my output window. We can see this output. Okay.
Sir, so that label is by default created in SAS or like what, sir?
Default variable name is a underscore name underscore when we use the proc transpose procedure. Underscore name underscore is a default column. Under that column you can see the transposed variable. Transposed variables are nothing but which columns are converted into rows. That information
वो कस्टमर आने का सता ले रहा बेटा उसका अमाउंट ज़्यादा आने का है कल दे दूँ बुलाओ आज कुछ भी ना होता हो यार मेरे पास 2,000 रुपये नहीं है 2-3 ऑर्डरों के आने का है और लेके नहीं जाने पूरे पैसे अटके से उसमें कल नहीं कल जा नहीं, कल ज़्यादा कराता हूँ, कल ज़्यादा आता। नहीं नहीं, क्या बोलना, मेरे कुछ अच्छा नहीं दिख रहा वो, खाली दारू बोलो हो रहा उसने वो। नहीं, कल